Kingfisher Valley, Part 3. Do you remember? Dan, Meg, and Meg's dog, Patch, went for a walk in Kingfisher Valley. They saw a kingfisher and a lynx. Dan took photos. At Hawkwood House, they saw Miss Havers speaking to a man. Later, they saw the man on TV. His name was Ken Roach. He said he had big plans for the town. He also said that his plans were a secret. The next morning, Dan, Meg and Patch were in town. They were walking past the Grand Hotel when they saw Ken Roach.
Look, it's Ken Roach, isn't it?
Ken Roach was coming out of the hotel. He was walking towards his car. His driver was walking behind him. He was carrying a lot of boxes and Ken Roach's briefcase. The driver put all the boxes and the briefcase on the ground. He opened the car door for Ken Roach. The driver started to put all the boxes into the car. Ken Roach spoke to him angrily.
Hurry up! I haven't got all day.
The car drove off quickly. When it had gone, Dan saw something on the ground. He pointed to it.
Look, he's forgotten his briefcase.
Oh, yes.
Dan picked up the briefcase.
Let's take it home.
But that's stealing. We mustn't do that.
It's okay. We're not stealing the briefcase. We're just borrowing it.
They went home with the briefcase. Dan put it on the table in the living room.
Come on, let's open it.
Well, I don't know. It isn't ours.
We're not going to steal anything. We're just looking, okay?
Well...
Fantastic, it isn't locked.
Dan opened the briefcase. Inside, there were some big pieces of paper.
What are they, Dan?
They're plans. Building plans. Meg, these are building plans for Kingfisher Valley. I don't believe it. He's going to build hundreds of houses.
He's going to cut down the forest.
This is terrible.
What's going to happen to the river and the birds and the animals?
This is a disaster.
There were some letters in the briefcase. Dan picked one up and read it.
This is interesting.
What does it say, Dan?
Well, Ken Roach wants to buy the valley.
Right.
But he hasn't bought it yet.
Oh, so who does the valley belong to?
Well, this letter says that the valley belongs to Miss Havers.
What can we do? Can we do anything?
I don't know, but we must try. We must try to stop Ken Roach and his plans.
But how? What can we do?
Well, the first thing we must do is this. We must go and speak to Miss Havers.